Link to your YouTube and see.
Oh, you know what? I see it on YouTube. I think we're
There it
live.
is. Yep. That's
We're
on YouTube.
we're live there,
It's
and
on YouTube and it's on Twitch. Yep.
yay! You, you solved a puzzle for me I haven't known for like 2 years, so that's pretty cool. Now everyone can actually see my content at the same time without splitting up the content to two different platforms.
Only problem is it looks like your and this was a problem before, by the way. It looks like your little images that you had down there are gone, so you got these weird lines at the bottom where you had like those yellow and black caution tape bars.
Well, actually, I think those got removed because I moved some images onto an external hard drive, so I need to re-enter those. But you say they're weird lines, like they're missing. Like, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's not with the streaming. That's from me moving files.
Yeah. I was just letting you know that it is a thing that is there.
Well, yeah, you did help me out. I've never been able to stream, two streams at once on different platforms. So this is pretty. This is a brave new world.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. So now you got yeah, you're on YouTube and you're on
Twitch. I appreciate that. Thank you very much,
yep,
my friend.
no problem, man. I am going to go run to the little captain's room. I'll be right back.
All right. Or as they say on the Cards Enterprise, number one is going to take a number two. This is pretty neat. I like this. Now the people on YouTube that have been following me and the ones that have been following me on Twitch can follow, and it won't be a bad thing. I won't have to split it up anymore. That's great. Cool. 895. I got 940 on the last one, but that was the previous stream, so I'll try to break 940 again. Let's see if I can hop up here. Definitely a little tired since I stayed up blowing up that level 5 Reaper ship. I've yet to tell my friend Corey about how I managed to do that by myself, but I'm hoping I'll be able to tell it to him soon.
I have returned.
Okay, so did number one get to take a number two?
No, number one took a number one.
Ah,
But
I do appreciate the help a lot.
it's no problem. The other cool thing about Restream is that if you're on their website, like on your mobile phone or whatever, you can actually see the messages from both chats at the same time instead of having to look at two separate chats.
I'm gonna have to get some practice with that. Okay, so I'm looking at the
And it's
restream
easier
now.
to yeah, you can on the website when you're on Restream, it should say like view chats or something like that.
Oh, there's the chat thing. Hello, everyone. To activate chat, please enable channels here. Okay. Okay. I wonder what that. Hold on. It says they're on, but hello, everyone. Nope, it will not let me send it. Well, I mean,
Oh, I mean, I don't use it to talk to people. I just use it to look at the chat and be able to reply when
okay,
people are trying to talk to me. But
cool. So if someone wants to say hello or, press F for chat, I mean, at least can respond verbally, but can't seem to figure out how to type it in.
yeah, yeah, you can even embed the chat into your stream too. That's so cool.
Oh,
Yep, lots of cool stuff that you can do.
so much to learn.
It's a very useful website. Very good.
I did notice when they did the agency yesterday, when they redid some of the levels, it made part of it a little bit more scuffed. Where, okay, so there are scenes where they were talking, where their mouths were moving, and now the mouths don't move.
I don't know, man.
And I mean, the way
Hey,
the way that it was, it worked. And when they went and redid it recently, it's like, okay, they're saying their lines, but the mouths aren't moving.
I'm sure people will complain and they'll fix it.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. Someone else liked your video. I liked it, and someone else did too
Oh,
on YouTube.
oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, this is my first time doing this with two different, stream channels, so that's really cool.
Yep. Oh, and the other cool thing is that since you're streaming to YouTube, it'll actually automatically save your stream to your channel, so you don't have to upload it later.
Oh, I love that. It used to be a lot of work to try to do that after the fact, and just having the
Yep.
effort
Now,
to do that.
now it'll just save it right to your channel. Yeah. So there's a lot of benefits, like I said. And now that you can build up your audience on YouTube, like I don't know what kind of content that you'd make video wise if you were to make videos on Star Trek Online. That's not my place to tell you what to do or give you recommendations or whatever. But you could upload like short clips from your stream, like fun parts of it or something, and somehow make um, build an audience off of that. And then once that audience is there, you can they'll be notified whenever you're live streaming on YouTube. And then the people who follow you on Twitch, the 50 people, will be notified when you're streaming on Twitch, and you can just continually build your audience up further and further and further that way. And yeah,
Yeah. Well,
that's the gist of what.
I was able to edit short little snippets when I had player.me, but when they got taken away from me, it's like, well, I can't really figure out how to do this with Gamecaster. It's not as easy for me to understand as player.me was. So I guess with the restream, I could
Well,
go back in and just try to figure that out with a new service. Um, I
why
can
don't you use OBS?
um, because I didn't know. I didn't know about OBS.
OBS is like the most widely used streaming platform. Um, it's super easy to use. You can size and resize things to your liking, add images and all that stuff, just like you have here. But um, I don't know. OBS is what works for me. It's always worked for me. It's the best platform I know of.
See, and
But
I was trying to figure out why,
uh,
characters like Guro were able to rocket to the moon with their ratings, and then I was just kind of stuck in the basement. So,
well, you're broadcasting a live stream on a game that is not something that people would watch often. In order to get people to view you on Twitch or YouTube live streaming in terms of Star Trek Online, you have to have a pre-built audience. That's just a necessary evil. Um, Unfortunately, from what I can tell. And even then, like that, the most subscribed YouTuber that does Star Trek Online content is 20K. He has 20K subscribers. That's not a lot. I mean, it is nice. I'd like to have 1K at least, so that I can unlock my community tab. But um, I don't know. I'm just talking out my butt here.
yeah, but at least when you talk out your butt, you're able to get likes.
Well, I have built up my channel. I've been at it since 2009, bro.
It's the nature of the internet.
2009. Yeah, it is the nature of the internet. But you know what? I'm hoping that by the end of this year, I'll have 1K subscribers. And I'm going to do a couple giveaways, I think, for big ticket items. I'm going to give away a T6 ship from the C-Store very soon. And I'm also going to give away a couple of T6X upgrade tokens, I'm thinking. And hopefully I'll get a couple of a good amount of subscribers off of that. And then I've got the Q video planned. You know about that. I'm not going to reveal too much on your live stream in case someone does come along and watch it later and it's like, Q video? What's that about? But, yeah, I'm going to upload that Q video later this year during the winter event. I'm going to do a winter event rewards update video. And, I've got some other content planned that should hopefully spring me, further ahead. And since you're part of the fleet, you're going to be a part of that. Every now and again, you'll be in the videos and stuff like that. So hopefully if I'm springing ahead, then you'll be springing ahead.
I hope every day of the winter event I'm able to participate, because I found out how much fun it was when I actually had a friend to play with. And now that I've made multiple friends, winter event means a lot to me now.
Yeah, the winter event is a very special time of the year for me.
Yep. When family and friends gather.
I'm hoping they still surprise us and have a.
Yeah.
Indeed. I'm still hoping that they end up surprising us with a Halloween event this year. I'm not going to hold my breath, but I really hope they do.
You said the last couple of years they've canceled it, right?
Well, in like summer of 2019, they announced that they were working on one. And then they didn't come up with it in 2019. They didn't come up with it in 2020. And and then I asked them in live stream like 4 times, and they were like, "This guy is spamming the same question over and over again." And they were like, "Fine, we'll answer the question." And I was basically just asking them like, "When are you guys gonna have the summer the Halloween event that you already announced?" And they're like, "Look, our game director came on and announced that 2 years ago. We had to put it on the back burner because we had other content that we needed to put in the game." And that was their answer, basically. And then I asked them, like, what is the timeline? They said they have no idea. They have no idea what the timeline for it is, if it's even going to come out at all. Which is super disappointing because the Halloween event in every video game that I've played is like super fun. The Masquerade of Liars in Neverwinter, the um oh, I forget what it's called, and oh, Mad King's Madness and Guild Wars 2. Super fun. I love the jumping puzzles in that game. Yeah, so all these things, I really think that they would get a lot out of it if they did a Halloween event. A lot of people would enjoy it, especially if they did it up to par with how they do in the if they mix the exploration of the summer event with the fun holiday action of the winter event. I think that they would be doing some really good stuff. But that's my long-winded explanation.
Oh, I understand.
Off.
I think they need to do something like a midpoint one, like a Thanksgiving event where you have, some sort of, I don't know, Mugato turkey hybrid thing that, shoots gravy from its throat or something.
Yeah, it's upsetting to me because they have one in Neverwinter. Neverwinter is basically the same thing as Star Trek Online. It's just based in Dungeons and Dragons instead of Star Trek, right? So you have all the ground mechanics and everything like that, except for space combat. And yet they have a midsummer event. They have a Halloween event. They have so the midsummer is the Thanksgiving event essentially. They have a Halloween event. They have a winter event. They have I believe they also have a summer event. They have an event for what is it? I think St. Patrick's Day. They have the anniversary event. They have an event for every holiday basically. Really, at the end of the day, and they all have like these cool, unique rewards every year. And then they even have other rewards, which are other events which give you like free mounts, which I guess you could equate a mount in that game to what a ship is in this game. And we don't have any of that. And one of the cool things about the mount system in Neverwinter is that in these events you have to kill enemies and do these certain things and build up these I guess items. You have to constantly upgrade them, re-enchant. I guess would be upgrade in Star Trek Online, but you have to enchant them by getting lesser crystals of whatever, some BS. I don't know exactly. I don't remember. It's been so long since I played it. But you have to like re-enchant the item over and over and over again to a level 9, and then once you get to level 9, you can upgrade it, and you have a 50-50 chance of making the event reward. And I think that'd be really cool because that would actually give you the maybe the feeling that you're building something. Like it's cool that you can buy fleet ships from the fleet, and I'm happy that they give them to you instantly. But I'd still love to be able to like go to our fleet shipyard and see the ship being built piece by piece over like a 7-day period or something.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
Um,
The idea of building something that is your own is really cool.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I noticed in World of Warships, they had a thing where it's a tiered, it's a shipyard, and you're given a bunch of ships when you first play the game, but you can build this thing like a dreadnought. I think one of the ships is like a Graf Zeppelin. I forget the name, and you build up the different pieces, and in the shipyard, it's building it as you go from the beginning of the hull and the inner workings of the hull, and then starts getting some lower decks, middle decks, upper decks, and you're building it along as you get the pieces and parts. But it's almost like someone,
Yeah, see, that's what I think would be really cool.
yeah, if they did something like that, but in a more timely manner, because the World of Warships one, I looked at that, said nope, delete game, and it's a fun game. I mean, don't get me wrong, but their shipbuilding concept would take you several months to complete a ship, which in real time is actually kind of fast, but in terms of just a gaming experience of, hey, I want to come on, I want to have a good time, I only have so much time while I'm not working, but yeah, I think I'm getting a little bit tired from being up as late as I was last night. But you know what I mean. I like the idea of
Yeah, no, I
shipbuilding.
completely get you. I think 7 days would be a good amount of time to like gather parts, build a ship, see it being built deck by deck or whatever, in the fleet shipyard.
Yep, something that
And of course, I suppose as
it has to be
mhm.
something where it wouldn't stress out the kids that are playing it because you know they want to come on, have a good time, and enjoy the game. They don't want to get so frustrated that they just get upset and just go off and do some immoral thing like Call of Duty.
Well, I mean, I like Call of Duty, but
But yeah, I'm sorry. It's just I mean I know there's a lot of people that like Call of Duty, Battlefield, but I think after the last 20 years of what I've just seen on TV alone, I'm just really trying to push that stuff off. It's if I can get away from the military industrial complex stuff, I'd be okay with that. I'd rather just focus on the future. You know what I'm trying to say.
yeah, no, I completely get you.
I'm just really burnt out from war.
And weapons offline, I hate that. Shoot, I'm about to die.
Now, if they ever do something like SnowRunner, where they have a game mode where you can do more cheeky, breaky stuff with your friends and have a good time, somewhere cross between SnowRunner and the antics of Grand Theft Auto, but nothing violent, just the funny stuff. I guess I'm thinking of my summer car, but
Oh, I love my summer car.
I know friends have played it, and I know
That's a great.
I've laughed at some of the stuff that they've done, but I haven't played it myself. Just not enough time to play every single game out there. But I am willing to play the
It's
games that
a
my
it's a
friends want
very
to
in
do.
depth game.
Yeah, lots of
It
alcohol
takes
is
you like
good
a
for you.
long time even just to build a car.
And it has the humble approach of you're not going to have a sports car, you're going to have this little Nissan Cherry or whatever, Datsun Cherry.
Yeah, basically.
But I think today's games need more humor like my summer car and a little bit more multiplayer with that. So I like doing my summer car, but you're doing with friends that, don't take anything seriously anyway. Just like real life. Maybe I'm talking about the finer points of the human condition, or what I learned from Clerks and Clerks 2.
Uh, my my rinky dink little D7 is not good enough to fight these Hirogen.
Oh,
How much hull do I have? I have 95k hull and they're just pounding on me. I can't
you have
I can't
95k
fight
on your
back.
hull and it's not enough?
No.
I think
I must have like no resistances. I need I need resistances. Thankfully, the patrol is over and I beat the Endeavor, so. That's done. Kill these extras. I mean, this guy, I power leveled him to 65 using a level 65 boost from the Romulan or from the Klingon Legendary bundle.
Mm-hmm.
So he's essentially a level like 10 who just became level 65 and has nothing, no good starship traits, no good anything to his name.
Okay, so he's become an Admiral Boimler.
Essentially, yeah. Okay. So what I need to do is level him up more. What do I even have on him? Station. I am tier 2. Cool deal. I am tier 2 on that. Claim tier 2 on that. But yeah, his resistances are like negative. I have no resistance to anything. It's pretty awful. Let's see. Yeah, I haven't even upgraded it to complete tier 6 mastery.
Oh, can I ask you a question while I'm sharing screens?
Sure.
The mine-rich dilithium crystals daily mission on the fleet dilithium mine. It's over here on the far left, and I know I've already been in the caves once, but I didn't see it.
Hold on. Say it again.
The rich dilithium
Oh.
crystals.
Yeah, go down. Go down to the cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, go there now. Okay. You see that pylon down there? Click on. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. Look off the edge of that platform that you're in front of.
Okay.
Don't look at the map. Don't look at the map at all. Just look at the game.
Okay.
Go to the edge of that platform.
Okay.
Look off down there. Click. See that pylon that's blinking down there?
This one?
Click on it.
Okay.
Yeah, the one that's right in front of you.
Yep. Yeah, I got it.
Click on it. Okay, now press that little. Yep, there you go.
There must be a delay in the stream.
Yeah, there is. Probably because you're streaming to both Discord and to Twitch. Yeah, so just keep going. Click on the one that's further, the second one further back.
Okay.
Go to that one.
Yeah, went to this one before to get the other one, but okay, so I must be just missing it. It should just be kind of glowing.
It might be underneath the platform.
Oh, I see it now. It doesn't. It is under the platform.
Yep.
I couldn't find this before. Thank you.
Hmm. And then you use those platforms to get back out again.
Yeah. Still enjoy the EV suit part of this game. I wish they had more events kind of like this, but not so much dilithium, but more like missions.
Yeah, I get you.
You know, boots on the ground sort of stuff.
Did you play the Iconian arc?
I don't think so, but I think we went there once to go look
Is
at.
it?
I think I'm just getting tired of Bootim, and I may have to just turn this in and call it a night. But we could talk about that maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, there's a cool mission on the Iconian arc that Whoa! I just got massacred. There's a cool mission in the Iconian arc that has you use an EV suit, and you get a cool EV suit from the mission as well. And in fact, there's 3 different options you can choose, and depending on your options, you get a different EV suit every time.
Different EV suits would be fun. I mean, I like the Federation suits that
Mm-hmm.
have a few colors, but I'd like to see the others. I know people have been running around with them.
2 more.
So I guess I'm going to seriously consider maybe tomorrow about getting the Miranda for Agency Yesterday, because I know time's running out and it's a once in a lifetime deal. And I do like the
Isn't
Miranda.
the sale almost over?
It's like got 2 days, so let me take a look here. It's got 8 days left on the sale, but I know the TOS event I think is like 2.5 days.
It's still 50% off, right?
It's still 50% off, yes. I have to think
Yeah,
of
it'll
this.
never be 50% off again.
Yeah. So if I'm going to plunge in, I'm going to plunge in. So I think I'll probably do that, but I'll do that when I'm awake tomorrow.
I thought it was funny seeing the TOS Miranda in Star Trek Legacy. I laughed at that.
Oh, I think it's great. I think it's great. I mean, to have that much variety for the different eras and stuff, and not just it's all about the Enterprise. Well, no, it's not. It's the Enterprise is a great ship. It's an inspiring thing to a lot of people, but without the whole Starfleet, you know, it builds a culture of inclusiveness for everybody when you have a big organization. I mean, otherwise you just got Flash Gordon in his one little ship saving the universe by himself. I mean,
True, true.
Flash Gordon worked for a while, but when it's just Flash Gordon saving the universe and nobody else, I mean, it's hard to picture yourself doing that too, you know.
Yeah, I feel you.
I got to see a little bit of the panel from Star Trek Day, and kind of middle of the road. I mean, they talked about good points. Um, I think if you're going to promote all of Star Trek, you have to promote all of Star Trek and not just the stuff that's new or the stuff they want to focus on. It has to be everybody. So,
I mean, I enjoyed the trailers of the new shows.
yeah, I am
I didn't watch the live stream.
I am a little bit interested in the second season of Picard. That's just me, but
Yeah, that looks good.
it looks good. There is one point I don't like about it, and it has to do with a character that's been doing Star Trek for a long time. It's not Picard's, it's not Patrick Stewart's part. It's somebody else's that gets messed with, and it kind of messes with their whole. You know, I won't spoil it, but I'm not sure I like the direction that they take it. It's a very negative direction they take it. Instead of uplifting and pillar of humanity, it goes the other way. But I won't say anymore.
I know what you're talking about. We talked about it before.
Yeah, I think it was good to hear from different actors like Jonathan Frakes was in there. I think they talked a little bit with LeVar Burton at points. Would have
Yeah, they talked with the.
I would have liked to see Walter Koenig in that, um, but I know he kind of stepped away from Star Trek after the passing of his son. So I mean, he had a good brain on his shoulders, and I think the fandom really benefited a lot, not just from his books that he wrote, but some of the television shows and even cameos he did in different things like Babylon 5.
When did his son die?
His son passed away a few years ago, and it had to do with his son um, decided that he couldn't quite find his place in the world, so he kind of went that way, and
Oh,
it just crushed his father, and you know you can actually see a big difference from uh, Walter lost a lot of hair after that. I mean, it would cause a huge amount of stress. But I
I'm
would.
guessing this was after the Age of Yesterday expansion.
I'm thinking so. I'm thinking so. Yeah.
That was in 2016.
Yeah. Somewhere in between there. And you know, the weird part is that um, the actor that was doing the stuff for the 2009 era Star Trek movies that played Chekhov died from an accidental death from his Jeep, suddenly going out of park and rolling backwards onto him.
Yeah.
That was really sad for me. That was Chekhov. I mean, the role of Chekhov. It's always this energetic, wanting to do the best that he can, and then to hear that happened to that actor, that was really sad for me. So, um, I guess I would have liked to see a little bit more talk on the part of Ensign Chekhov. You know, the young guy that doesn't give up. I mean, yeah, they had George Takei there, but I almost want to say that Chekhov is the precursor to the Boimler. Maybe a little bit. Just some of his delusions of grandeur sometimes when he's knocked out, and Kirk comes to save him, and he's like, "Chaka, what do you remember?" It's kind of like, okay, my name is Anton Pavel Chekhov, and it's like, what's your rank? Admiral. Yep, yep, he's fine. Yeah,
Yes, sirree.
he played a memorable part, and then when he went and continued to make books and stuff, and do his own series and stuff with stuff, that was some pretty cool stuff. It shouldn't be. I don't think it should have been left out. Do you have a favorite TOS actor that kind of made a good impression on you?
Scotty, always my favorite character.
I, I can agree with that. He actually,
James doing. He was a.
yeah, the guy that made the Lacars panels. I can't think of his name right now. He used to work with James Doohan. They actually created the Klingon language by creating their own, phonetics. They actually worked really hard to make that language, and James Doohan had a big part in creating the technical manual, the big book that talked about how the different decks were set up, how the uniforms were. I mean, that was a big resource for all the trekkers out there.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love how the Klingon language is actually in Google Translate. It's funny.
he made a big difference too. Um, Even just some of the roles he played, where he had a little side quests and stuff. I remember in Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home, he was talking about the formula for transparent aluminum. And as of 2019, they had actually come up with transparent aluminum. So some of these things, even though it took a long time, in reality, it went rather quickly to develop these things from an idea. Now we have transparent aluminum in the future.
Oh, it's already here. It's just too
Yeah,
expensive right now for most people.
well, like
You know.
everything else, like the smartphone, the computer, um, like the VTuber, body pillow, it all come down in price, mostly.
Yeah. I need freaking Tholians, dude.
I think it's good that they've added the Tholians in this game and they've given them a lot more detail and character because, in the original show, I mean, you get that one little snippet on the view screen, that's all you know of the Tholians, and they've added quite a bit.
Well, Tholians are pretty prominent in Enterprise in the Mirror Universe episode.
Right, in the Mirror Universe episode, one episode, well, I think it's in two parts, right?
It is a two-parter, yeah.
Yeah. I remember the Gorn that Evil Archer had to go fight, and I was rooting for the Gorn. I really was. I mean, the Archer that timeline was a real a-hole, and the Gorn was trying to do the universe a favor, so.
True, true.
Okay, I can tell with my head kind of resting on the back of my chair. I think it's time to go ahead and just say it was a nice stream, and yeah, I'm gonna be doing the restream tomorrow night at 6 when I do the Sunday stream because I like the fact that now I can reach out to both my audiences without having to do cut and paste of, you know, that's great. It saves me a lot of effort, so. But I can tell I'm tired. I think staying up till 4 o'clock was a mistake.
Hmm.
And then, of course, getting
Well,
up at 9:30. I mean, that's not a lot of sleep.
yeah, you should probably get to bed then, my dude.
Yep. We can always do this tomorrow night, and I think I'm probably gonna go ahead and consider if I'm doing Miranda tomorrow or not. I
You
mean,
should.
it does say it has 8 days, but considering the TOS event has only 2 days on it, uh, something about that just tells me there's going to be a problem.
Perhaps. I
Alright,
mean, you can take a look at the Star Trek Online blog, and it'll tell you exactly, actually,
yeah.
how long the sale is going to last until on that. I think it's
I did notice that they dropped something about a new ship from the Lower Decks series, and I think you and JD were talking about the fact that it only has 2 tactical consoles.
yeah, it's awful.
It's off. How much is it?
It's awful.
How much is that
It's a
ship?
promo ship, so $350.
Oh, okay, so that makes the Miranda kind of a nice little ship. I guess it's the difference
Yeah.
between buying a Ford Tempo where everything works and then buying a Jaguar where it spends half of its time, in the shop.
This immense bundle will be available for the price of 1,200 Zen with a special introductory offer of 50% off from September 8th at 8 a.m. Pacific time to September 20th at 10 a.m. Pacific time.
Did you say
So it's on
1,200 or
sale 50% off
12,000?
until 12,000 Zen, which would be $120. But it's on sale for $60.
Right, the Miranda is. I thought
Yeah, until September 20th.
yeah, I thought you were talking about the Lower Decks one. What is that one?
Oh.
The Pepperoni class, the Lower Decks one? It starts with a P or something.
Parliament.
Oh, okay.
The Parliament class. Yeah.
And they want $350 for that one that doesn't perform well?
It's gonna be awful. Yeah, I mean, it looks beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but it's an awful ship.
So it's like a porcelain doll.
Pretty much, yeah.
You don't want to take it off the shelf or risk breaking it.
No.
Whereas the Miranda, it's like strap some duct tape on and we're good to go.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's surveyor class miracle worker cruiser. It's it's awful. It's literally awful.
Hmm.
Yep, yep, yep.
Okay. Well, I
So
appreciate your help tonight. Not just with the restream, but with the TOS weapons and stuff. I'm gonna make sure that gets distributed um, appropriately, so I get the most out of some TOS characters.
yeah, no problem, man. Always happy to help.
So since I'm in restream, I this is gonna sound like a silly question, but how do I hit stop? Because I don't see an
You
obvious
just
button.
stop it from your Gamecaster thing.
Oh, okay. It's still commanded from the Gamecaster. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll see you sometime tomorrow.
All right, man. You have